Hi guys, this is Androidpipe.com and I'm here with a game called Yumi or UMI. I'm playing it on the phablet Oppo Find 7a. The game is priced at $1 and it's an endless runner side-scrolling title with elements of a platformer. It's very similar to Dark Guardians that we showed you on a BlackBerry Passport a few months ago. So here we go. We have 4 buttons. We have one to go forward, one to go backward, one to jump, and one to use the weapon. In this case, it's sort of a lightsaber. You can also encounter enemies and hit them. And there will be balloon drops that give you chests with health. Sadly, you can only have 3 lives at a time. If you get a 4th one, you stick at 3 lives. The background changes let's say every 10 enemies or so. You also have these flying little annoying thingies that drop more enemies on you. The music in the background is pretty dull, I have to say that. The background is hand-drawn and it looks nice. I just lost another life and it's game over. So when it's game over, you can see the score, the best score you achieved, kills and the distance. Okay, let's play again. I have to say that the game is addictive. Frankly speaking, I would have expected it to be free since it's so simple, but it's priced at $1, which may work against it. It has no in-app purchases, which is good. It doesn't have ads, which is also good. The difficulty is kind of high. I like the fact that the levels are generated randomly. You cannot get a pattern. So this is the blunderbuss. You can also get new weapons aside from the standard one. Beware of the recoil so you don't fall into a pit. You can also get a shuriken, machine gun. This is the shuriken, by the way. It comes back to you when you throw it. And we used it a few times and it's lost. At some point the enemies will change. You run into mushrooms, into a crazy owl, and the background also changes. This is not as fast-paced as Dark Guardians, I have to say that. It gives you plenty of time to do some calculations of your following moves. This is an evil and angry owl that just hit me with a boomerang. She'll keep hitting me. And then the boomerang comes back, and then I'm dead. Once again, the game becomes frustrating in the long run, but it's addictive, so you have to play it. I would call it addictive simply for the fact that you want to know what's coming, which enemies are coming next, what's the drawn background that you'll see, and what other cool weapons you can unlock. There's even a machine gun. We have dual guns right now, like Hitman, like Agent 47. They don't last very long. I find it hard to understand why we're getting these jewels or points after killing enemies. They don't count for anything. Maybe for a leaderboard, but you cannot buy anything as far as I know. Okay, so here we go. We got 2 lives. Would be cool if you have some power-ups like invisibility, of course temporary invisibility. Here's the blunderbuss again. This is a more nocturnal background. We're fighting mushrooms. With a bit of luck, we may be able to avoid the owl's nasty boomerang that just hit us. Now we're a pistolero. Okay, so boomerang averted. It's back. We averted it again. This time I have a feeling we won't make it alive. And the owl should be gone any minute now. And we're dead. I would have liked to see a checkpoint here. If I remember correctly, in Dark Guardians there was sort of a checkpoint system, so if you reached a certain area in the game, you started the gameplay from there onwards. Maybe this is what happens here, maybe I haven't played enough, but no checkpoint in sight up until now. It only increases the will to play the game and the addiction to play it. The most annoying thing that can happen to you is that the enemy, the flying enemy, drops more enemies right on your head and right when you're killing an extra foe, or that you're jumping on top of an enemy and dying instead of killing it. In case you're wondering, the main character is a seagull. For some reason he has a sword, for some reason he also has a cape. Maybe he's Steven Seagal. Of course that's a bad joke. So you pay $1 for this game. Once again, if I were its maker, I would have made it free, maybe with ads, maybe with some in-app purchases, costumes, more guns, more lives, power-ups. New levels to unlock, who knows. No enemies so far. If you're patient and you have good timing, the game shouldn't be a problem for you, but at some point you'll feel a bit cheated when the flying enemies drop other enemies on your head, or you just fall into the pit like I just did. Okay, so the game is called UMI or UMI, or however you want to call it. Let's go back to the main interface, or simply start it over again. I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. I played it on the Oppo Find 7a. It's fun but hard, and if it were free the grade would have been higher, just a little bit. And let's try to see the menu here somehow. As far as I know, you can restart the level, set the sound off, view all sorts of leaderboards, and that doesn't even work, as you can see here. Anyway, an 8 out of 10 from Androidpipe.com for this title. There are some things that need to be fixed, maybe there will be in the future. Bye bye.